Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing the daily pick a card for May the 20th. Whoop, whoop. All right, so I just feel excited about today, even before I flipped the cards. Hopefully that means we'll have some really fantastic cards. But anyway, it is a pick a card, so you pick the card that calls to you the most, and that's going to indicate what energy will be the most noticeable during the day for you. And for a lot of people, all three of these cards come in sort of in chronological order. So some people, for some of you, it may be worthwhile to watch all three. Either way, let's get started. We have card 1, card 2, or card 3. And once you've made your choice, feel free to go ahead and start the video back up. If you chose card 1, what you have showing up here is the King of Swords. And for me, it feels like on today at least, the King of Swords is somebody who's in your sphere of influence, somebody that you're interacting with. And this is a person who is very logical. Everything has to make sense to them before they're going to move forward with whatever is on the table. And so because everything is so logical for them, they sometimes can come off as being cold and impersonal and not having feelings, but it's not that they don't have feelings. They're just more focused on what makes sense. Okay? If you picked card number 2, you have the Six of Swords showing up in reverse. Let's get it out of the glare. So the Six of Swords in reverse is telling me that you are making some kind of lifestyle change. So lifestyle change is something that you are changing that isn't something you're just changing for today, but you're changing it for the long term. And the reason you're changing it is because you want to have a better way of living, or you want to increase your chances of a longer life, one or the other. So this can be, okay, I've decided to quit drinking or smoking, or I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to eat these certain types of foods that have lots of antioxidants in them, or whatever it may be. But some kind of lifestyle change for the positive is indicated here on that second card if you chose it. Now, for those of you who chose the third card, what you have coming up is the Lord in this deck. And by the way, this is my Druid Craft Tarot. This would be similar to the Emperor in another deck. And so is this them or somebody else they're interacting with? This is somebody else that we see that you're interacting with today. So when you're interacting with somebody who shows up as the Lord, they could be an Aries or have strong Aries in their chart. But they don't have to be. This is somebody who is very much in control. They are somebody who does not leave their life to chance. They take action on the things that they want to make happen. And this is also somebody who can be a very good friend, can have high integrity. They also have high expectations. And they don't just have them of everybody else, they also have high expectations of themselves as well. And so as long as you're living up to this person's expectations, and I don't think you'll have any question in your mind if you are or not, then everything will be fine. If you're not living up to this person's expectations, they're exactly the person you don't want not in your corner. You do want them as a friend. You don't want them as an enemy, because they will they want things to go well, and so they will make sure that if they feel that you're an enemy, they'll make sure that you're not able to do anything to block them in being able to move forward and do well, or to block their friends either. Remember, this is a good person to have in your court. So this is not somebody who's going to throw you under the bus. This is somebody who is not going to back down. If this is a supervisor and your boss is trying to give you a hard time for no apparent reason, this is not somebody who's going to let that happen. They're going to be sort of the buffer So high integrity person here that you're interacting with if you picked this card. For those of you that you have all three of these interactions during the day, they're normally going to be more in chronological order. So first thing is interacting with somebody who is very logical, maybe even scientific minded, much more than focused on emotions, especially when making decisions. You're going to be making a lifestyle change and then interacting with somebody else who um, is somebody of high integrity with high expectations. All right. So that's what we've got for the day. Thank you for being here and for the thumbs ups and the shares. Thank you also to those of you who are getting private readings and private Reiki sessions from me. I'm looking forward to seeing you here. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.